An ancient feud ignited. A deather locked in a lethal game for life itself.
Sensing the intruder, the secretary bird mother abandons the nest and descends swiftly, circling below the tree in search of a way to block the badger's climb. She strikes with lethal force, kicking the thief down. She thrashes her wings against the badger, dislodging him from his hold.
She launches a series of explosive, bone-breaking kicks. Yet he persists until her fury becomes a blinding, violent storm.
They circle, measuring the lethal distance between tooth and talon. The badger lunges low, aiming to snap the bird's brittle legs. But the secretary bird possesses a prehistoric weapon. She strikes, a desperate flurry of rhythmic kicks. The secretary bird brings her feet down on the badger's thick hide.
If she fails now, her entire lineage ends here, in the dust. They break apart, each measuring the lethal potential of the other.
The badger clamps down on the secretary bird's central tail feather. The bird recoils, her wings flaring out in shock as she is tethered to the ground.
Panicked, the bird bolts forward, running frantically in an attempt to escape.
The secretary bird mother responds with a barrage of rapid, crushing kicks. She leaps up and begins driving her heavy feet down,
using her long legs like lethal pistons. Hunger drives the badger forward, his jaws searching for any purchase on the bird's tall, spindly frame.
The bird strikes with piston-like kicks, but the badger lowers his center of gravity. The bird hops backward, kicking wildly,
waiting for the precise moment to lunge. If he fails here, the gnawing ache of starvation will prove far deadlier than the secretary bird's talons. But the balance of power is clear. He is far stronger. Trapped in the dust, the mother must rely on raw desperation. But the badger knows this battle is a distraction. The true prize still waits above. Battered and bruised, the mother refuses to yield. Armed with a hide thick enough to withstand machetes, he counters. The defense is broken. The fortress has fallen. To the victor goes the spoils of the savannah. A tragic loss for the mother, but a vital victory for the predator. The honey badger burrows his teeth into the mother bird's soft, vulnerable, long neck. The badger launches repeatedly with frantic mechanical ferocity, this time aiming his jaws at the mother's leg, her most powerful weapon. Jaws of bone-crushing power lock like an iron vice onto the secretary bird's slender, vulnerable leg. An epic battle for survival. The secretary bird struggles desperately, but the honey badger, unyielding, refuses to let go. He twists his entire muscular frame with a guttural snarl, refusing to yield its grip, hell-bent on shattering the bone. The secretary bird tumbles over, her leg twisted at an unnatural angle. The badger finally releases. She heaves her shattered frame upward, rising like a tattered grey ghost from the blood-stained earth. The bird manages to stand on one leg for a fleeting second, her feathers ruffled and coated in dust. The badger seizes the mother bird with a series of aggressive bone-crushing bites. He snaps his jaws repeatedly along her wing and back, thrashing her broken body through the rising grit until the air is thick with the scent of red dust and blood. She struggles to rise, pushing against the ground with trembling legs.
but collapses again and again, unable to steady herself or remain standing. Now, his opportunity came. He abandons the broken mother without a glance, his primal attention drawn upward to the cold reward waiting in the canopy. The mother tries to rise once more, but her broken leg betrays her. The badger reaches the rim of the nest, a dark and heavy shadow looming over the delicate treasures that represent the mother's entire genetic legacy. He systematically drains the life from the eggs, his snout smeared with thick yellow yolk. The badger buries as he completes the total erasure of her lineage. The secretary bird stands apart with an appearance as striking as its reputation. In this unforgiving land, the secretary bird reigns supreme. With measured, predatory grace, across the scorched expanse of the African savannah, a singular silhouette stalks the tall grass. The secretary bird is a raptor of unique design. Unlike its kin that scan the earth from the clouds, this bird is a terrestrial specialist. Its name may derive from the quill-like feathers at its nape, reminiscent of a 19th century clerk, yet its nature is far more formidable.
Impact occurs in approximately 15 milliseconds. Such speed is faster than the blink of a human eye.
Its vision is exceptionally sharp, designed to detect camouflage in the tangled yellow grass.
Deep within its skull, large eyes provide the depth perception required for high-speed accuracy.
As the seasons shift, the solitary rhythm of the hunt gives way to the complex social requirements of the mating season. The choice of a nesting site is a strategic decision that will dictate the survival of their future brood. The parents must now transition from guardians to providers, a task that requires an exponential increase in hunting success. While one parent remains seated, shielding the nestlings, the other must patrol the territory. These elongated limbs are covered in thick, protective scales. They serve as armor against the defensive strikes of venomous snakes. The cycle of the savannah is unrelenting and ancient. Only the most specialized can endure the extremes of this environment. As the sun touches the horizon, every creature must find its place before the darkness takes hold. The savannah falls quiet under the fading light, the brutal cycle of life and death temporarily masked by the beauty of the dusk.